All right, so we're back again.
At it again.
At it again. Because YouTube and stuff.
And me.
Now clap, Jimmy.
That was good. That was good.
Clap, monkey. How's it going, Jimmy?
It's just upsetting.
How's it going? So we were supposed to be live.
It's going okay, but, you know.
We were supposed to be live, and the internet doesn't like us.
No, it doesn't.
Because the internet upload speed says one thing, but then gives us a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna get to where we can go back to lives.
I like live streaming.
I love live streaming. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I think the interaction is fun. I think
it is.
The overall vibe of it is fun. You know? Did I just sound like a Gen Zer there when I was like the overall vibe? It's given off depression.
I don't even know what the words they use are. I was like gonna mock you and stuff, but I don't know what they say.
Ooh. So
I don't know what they say.
Now that I got this text message, what we were going to talk about on the live, which you ladies and gentlemen, I'll send out I'll shoot out a text and tell you exactly what's going on. You'll be able to watch this tomorrow at some point.
Yeah,
it'll be Sunday.
It'll be today for you, though.
Yeah, it'll be today for you. Some point on March 10th. At some point in the morning, afternoon, whatever, you'll be able to watch this. What we were going to talk about was mattress conspiracy theories. And I just bought a new mattress. I did the most adult thing that I've ever done in my life.
Adulting 101.
Like this, and let me explain to you this. Like, I can't, buying a new car. That's pretty fucking adult. But you do that early on in life, relatively, right? Yeah. Buying a home. Nowadays, you can't do that. Nobody can fucking do it.
No.
But buying a home used to be like one of those adult things that you do early on in life. Now, honestly, this day and age, like buying a mattress, I don't think any of those things compare to buying a mattress.
Right.
Like when you sit down in a mattress store, and everybody knows the name of the mattress store. We're not going to talk names. We're just going to say mattress store.
Yeah, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, not even a little bit. When you sit down in the mattress store and they're like, "This is how much you gonna spend.
This is how much you gonna finance."
Exactly
Like,
that.
we gonna
Exactly
have
that.
to run your credit.
Like it is hands down the most adult thing that you're doing. You are choosing something that you spend a third of your life on. I don't spend a third of my life in a car. I spend 2/3 of my life in my home, roughly.
Yeah.
But a third of my life is spent in a bed.
Yeah.
Man.
Do mattresses still have springs in them?
Yes.
They do?
Yeah. So we bought a hybrid, which is like memory foam and spring base.
Right.
Right. But the kicker, sir, is at 43. I now own a fully adjustable bed.
Some posturepedic shit.
We didn't buy the split. We bought we're both doing this together.
What do you mean split?
So some of the bed frames you can buy, some of the adjustable frames you can buy are split. And that's for when you buy two twin beds. Like if you have a king is a king, but it's essentially two twin beds put together. The size of it, right?
Right.
If you buy two twin beds and put them together, that's a king. So then you have independent adjustables, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Where one side moves up, the other side, you sleep how you want to sleep. Now
my sleep number's 3.
Yeah.
Like
we bought the one we are going to be sleeping on. And we'll be adjusting it to find out where we sleep.
So at Big Mattress,
Yeah.
what do you think the most expensive bed they have in there is? Like,
So typically it's the everybody's seen the commercials, the Temper, right? Those are the most expensive mattresses they have in store.
like 6, 8, 10,
Upwards.
17.
Yeah. No, I don't think they go that high.
Oof.
But yeah, you're pushing 10 by the end of the day on a mattress. And that's the split one.
Yeah.
The split one is the most expensive one because that fucking bed frame.
Yeah.
Buddy, that's G's.
Yeah.
It's G's, homie.
It's like a Hummer with independent suspension.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like buying the Batmobile and
Right.
knowing you have a motorcycle inside of it.
Right.
You know? It is.
God.
It's like the bed frame alone was, for all intents and purposes, $200 less than my fucking mattress.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So
what I'm interested in
talk to me.
is when you got the mattress or when you get the mattress, what's going to be inside of it when you cut it open?
This is hands down one of your best segues.
Because this piques my interest. We're talking conspiracy within Big Mattress.
Yeah.
And I'm just interested because it's kind of confusing to me. I'm like, I don't know where we go with this, but I'm in. You got me sold.
So a few months ago, maybe 6, 8 months ago, whatever, and it piqued my interest too. I was watching something and someone brought up Big Box Mattress and why they had so many stores.
Right.
Like, for all intents and purposes, there's one on every corner of every street.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm maybe
like
being
fucking Dollar General.
Yeah, being hyperbolic about it, but you can go to every town and you'll find one, if not more than one, right? Now, you gotta sit back and you gotta go, well, that is a little odd, right?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, if everybody in the town went to that place to purchase a mattress, how often are they going in there to purchase a mattress?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Even if you staggered it to one a day, you still run out of customers at some point, right?
Yeah.
So how do you think they stay open? Like, do you just have a lot of capital that's just sitting around and you can justify it that way? Or is it constant loaning?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It is questionable. It's not like a DG where people are going in there every day buying potato chips and beer. I mean, it's a fucking mattress.
Like, you can justify.
How many mattresses do people buy in a decade? Really?
One. Right?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, like, this is the first time my wife and I have bought a mattress in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, we've been sleeping on the same mattress that she bought before we got together, slightly before we got together,
right,
for 10 years.
Yep. Now I see that.
From the same store, I think. We think. We're not really sure.
Big Mattress.
Yeah. So with that idea in hand, like, you have to sit back and you have to ask that question, like, how the fuck you function?
Yeah.
Because even if you figure there's one a day, right? You're talking 10, 12 years, you're done.
Yeah.
Right? But then I guess that rotation hits again, right?
Maybe.
Because then you're getting another one and another one. But can you survive at one a day?
Right.
Like, are you generating enough revenue, one, to pay your employees?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, there were only 3 in this store.
Pay the overhead for the cost of running that facility.
Pay the overhead for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention buying merchandise, like buying product to sell.
Yeah.
Like, it's a serious question. And the internet had everything to fucking say about it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. Like wild
So-
fucking speculation.
So I'm assuming they finance these mattresses, right?
Of course they finance them.
Do
Like,
they
no-
finance them? Like,
Very few people are walking in and dropping $5,000 on a fucking mattress
right.
in cash. It's just not happening.
So do they finance them? Is it kind of like, you know how
No.
like,
So they have an in-house credit system.
okay.
And they also have for the poros,
Mm-hmm.
an outside leasing company,
Okay.
right? So with that leasing company, you do 90 days, same as cash, or
You said 90 days.
yes, 90 days, same as cash, or
Who the
listen, this is how it's a leasing company. You think they're not there to fuck you? Like no lube, fuck you, homie.
90 days, same as cash, 120 days, 120% interest.
90 days, same as cash.
Yeah. After that,
After that, you can guarantee you're paying 3 times what that shit was worth.
yeah. After 90 days, we getting into this mattress together.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've had my share of those Rent-A-Center, Rent King, type of.
Listen, early on, my wife and I fell into those traps.
Yeah, dude.
Now you just have to be conscious about them.
It's like you say, the poros, man.
Yeah,
we're
poros.
used to
I'm
it.
not fucking
We're-
rich.
We're used to it. We know
I'm not
what-
rich. I've just been conscious lately.
Yeah.
Like,
But maybe conned early on in our young adulthoods. Nah, I get it, man. Same thing. I think we paid like $700 for a $40 fucking radio back in the 90s.
oh yeah, legit.
And I was like, fuck it, tell them they can have that bitch. I'm not making no more. You can fucking, this bitch has a tape deck.
Mm-hmm.
The iPod just came out. Fuck
Mhm.
y'all, come get this shit.
I bought a TV from a place
Uh-huh.
and it became exorbitantly expensive.
Mhm.
And I was like, find me, ho.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know what never went on my credit?
that.
I never paid for it either.
Yeah.
I think
it's funny how that
I
shit
think I
works
paid
sometimes.
exactly what it was worth, and I just stopped.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
they called me, and they called, and they called, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
called,
they will.
and I number blocked and all that fun shit. Eventually, it stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, you've been hustled. You're like, look, I know you're a legit company, and I appreciate the fact that you have a incorporated and an LLC, and y'all pay taxes and all. But I have recognized that you have wholly hustled me out of all my fucking money. So we're gonna take it to the streets.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna stop paying.
Yeah.
And you can come and try to get it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Legit.
Like, I recognize the hustle. I appreciate it. Respect. But
Respect.
fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you no more of my
Nope.
money.
Mm-mm.
And then, it's funny.
I ain't falling for that shit.
look back
I'd
on
rather
that
pay
shit.
30%
Yo,
on a credit card.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I swear, bro, I remember like now that I'm grown, looking back, and they're like, this radio is only $18 a week. And I'm like, man, I must have been whole ass just dumb. $18 a week. That's $36 and $36 for a fucking tape deck
Yeah.
in like 99
in-car?
2002. Nah, fucking radio.
Oh, this
that
was a shelf top?
this was a shelf radio,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Like a radio.
I got you.
And it was cool because it
'Cause
had
you
a
needed
little
some home audio.
It had a little LED light
Mm-hmm.
and the thing slid open. And you
Oh.
could put a CD or a tape, right? And the speakers on
Oh.
it were all
It was stylish
I don't
and
know,
fashionable.
7 inches.
Yeah, they weren't big.
And I'm like, yo, $600 later,
whole
how much
audio?
is this fucking thing worth? This is like a $200 radio.
Did I just buy Harman
The
Kardon?
Fuck yes.
No, not a
Like-
damn device from them, but the whole ass Harman
yeah.
Kardon.
Right.
Yeah.
Like now I owe you for life. That's how it feels.
Mm-mm.
Like, bro, I've been paying you $100 a month for 3 years. Fuck this radio.
Fuck this.
So I'm about to throw this bitch through the door
Legit,
just to
dude.
prove a point. Fuck the
Yep.
radio. Fuck the store.
So I'm going to do my absolute best. I'm going to read a little bit
Jesus.
about this, right?
Yeah, go
I'm
for
going
it.
to do my absolute best to not mention
Big mattress.
Big Mattress. We will refer to them as Big Mattress or
Sure.
the mattress store. That's it. Conspiracy theories. They're everywhere these days. Thanks a lot, internet. I'm reading this verbatim.
Mhm.
But this one is new to me. It's about Mattress store. The mattress store you've probably seen, well, everywhere if you live in the US. So this came from Reddit.
Okay.
What conspiracy theory do you buy into 100%? Right? And why? Mattress store.
Joe
is
Biden's
some sort of
money
giant
laundering fucking Ukrainian.
Wait for it.
Oh, sorry.
mattress store
Yeah.
is some sort of giant money laundering scheme. They are fucking everywhere and always empty. I remember seeing 4 mattress stores all on each corner of an intersection once. There's no way there's such a demand for mattresses. There's an edit. A few people seemed confused. I'm talking about multiple of the same mattress store, all in close proximity to each other, not different mattress companies. Like if there were 4 different companies all next to each other, I get that. But these are the same company. Edit 3. Rule 4 for the link. Sorry, boys. That came straight from Reddit verbatim.
Yeah.
So overall, like, I don't want to read this like all the way through, but overall, the idea is that
The
Big
idea
Mattress.
is that you go downtown on
Big
the four-way,
Mattress has, yes,
you see a McDonald's, a Burger King, and a Wendy's and go, yeah, it makes sense.
makes sense.
If you saw a McDonald's, a McDonald's, a McDonald's, a McDonald's, and they were all whole ass empty, you'd be like, I don't know, man.
What the fuck's going on here?
We outlawed cheeseburgers years ago. Who's in these stores? Like,
Who's keeping this store open? Who's eating the
right,
chicken
yeah,
nuggies?
you
I
start to
get you.
question that. Yeah.
I get you.
I get it too, man, because realistically, I think it's the only big mattress store that still has a store.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Most everybody's online nowadays.
Yeah,
right?
you really don't see. It's kind of like Blockbuster in a way, where they were the only
But
ones left until
this
they were.
particular store has also
like,
taken on internet mattress stores.
Right.
They have taken them into their store.
Right.
So either
Wait.
everybody's in on it,
So do you mean
like Purple, Nectar,
right.
Ghost, like all these internet-based
Yes,
mattress companies?
like the purple.
Yes.
joint. For example,
They're selling them in store.
them out of their store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Along with your normal Sertas and
Okay.
Sleep Rights and Beauty Rest and
Sealy.
Sealy. Yeah. By the way, shout out, I bought a Sealy. For sure. No, I bought a Serta.
Mhm.
I went one higher.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a poro anymore.
Sealy Posturepedic. Serta Tempur-Pedic. Right?
No, I think Tempur-Pedic's a whole ass own brand.
Fuck if I know. I sleep on rocks.
Oh, that's weird.
Big ones.
You should get a little more comfortable. I got an itch in my ear and it sucks.
They're decent size.
Because when you forget, you're like, it doesn't work.
You gotta sleep on big rocks, not little ones.
Like slabs?
Yeah.
I can see that might be a little more comfortable, but that's still not. It's not good for you. Back strong, like bull. I don't know. But back to this whole thing, like the idea is like they're apparent. The whole conspiracy theory behind it was that they're money laundering, right?
Okay.
And
For
Even-
who and where?
I don't know. I don't think they dove that deep into.
Like money
Who?
laundering is just a broad brush.
It is. It
they
is
must be laundering money, like, or
for the government.
right. Like, what do you mean?
Is the government subsidizing mattress stores?
Right.
How fucked up would that be? Got to keep these sons of bitches open.
No, but it does beg the question. Like every mall in America is whole but closed.
Mhm.
Every Blockbuster is gone. Everything
Not a
we
mattress
know-
store.
Right.
You can cut that out. It's fine.
What's the timestamp? Give it to me.
6:01.
Mm-hmm. Fucking A. Anyways, yeah, it does beg the question though, like,
Yeah.
how do they stay going, man? Because I don't see people,
It's a scary
especially with the economy the way it is. They're like, oh, people ain't buying as many houses or cars or groceries these days, but the mattresses are sure flying off the fucking shelf at 4K a pop.
Right.
Cause they ain't,
Right, dude.
they sure as
Like,
shit ain't cheap.
I appreciate that they're there because how else do you judge a mattress? Like, honest to God.
The only way too is
I
to
think-
lay on the fucking thing.
And I know this sounds so fucking old man that we're sitting here talking about mattresses, but like how else would you judge a mattress without going into a store and putting your ass and legs on it?
Mhm.
Like head to toe, putting yourself on a mattress.
But
You don't know what that motherfucker feels like until then, right?
yeah,
So you gotta have it.
we also live in
Now-
a day and age where people buy shoes online, and I was the kind of guy.
Now,
like,
here's the thing that I expected. Like going back to the 90s, like you see these things, you saw the demise of the mall. We could all see it on the wall, right?
Yeah.
The writing on the wall, as soon as Amazon fucking rolled around, we were like, hey, this fucking bitch is gonna die.
Yeah.
And you saw it, right? My theory was that like with mattress stores,
Mhm.
like Walmart and fucking like some of these big box stores, Lowe's and Home Depot, why wouldn't they, right?
Right.
They sell every other fucking home good.
yeah, you're
Just swallow up the big box mattress store
Yeah,
and cordon off a section of your I don't know, not home goods. Everybody goes to Walmart for home goods, but like your hardware section. Nobody's going
but-
into Walmart
Mhm.
for hardware,
no,
right?
You
We're
can get
going to
rid-
Lowe's and Home Depot
Yeah,
all day.
yeah.
So you cordon off that section, you call that used to be big box mattress store, now Walmart
right.
mattresses, you know?
True.
But it didn't happen.
Still standing.
Like you would think that Walmart of all people would have swallowed that.
Mhm.
I mean, you take on the financing part of it,
Yeah.
and like,
Nice.
how do you not? Like that's solid business, right?
Yeah.
At the end of it, it still didn't happen. Now you got to question why it didn't happen.
Right.
Like, how did you stand on your own 2 feet through the crash?
Mhm.
Through
Yeah, because Big Mattress been around
God damn, dude.
since I can remember.
Yeah.
We're talking Big Mattress, not like
Look.
the guy you don't know. When we say Big Mattress, you know your brain goes
Big mattress,
those guys.
for all intents and
Yeah.
purpose, Big Mattress has been around
Yeah.
since before the fall of Blockbuster,
Right. Yeah, for sure.
right?
So I'm thinking like, yeah, all right. You know how I said DGs, right?
Yeah, of course.
It makes sense for a ton of DGs to pop up because they're cheap as shit. And the country is in like a whole downward spiral year after year, and people are seeking out cheaper goods.
Yeah,
They're like,
you're talking about a
I can go
building
to-
for all intents and purposes that cost you $30,000 to build.
Yep.
And
they're
you
popped
pile
up
it,
in fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's going to be a Dollar General. And you're like,
And you
when?
pile it
And they're
full of-
like, next week.
yeah, and you pile it full of fucking stupid products,
Yep.
and people go buy them.
Yep. Easy. But you're talking financing a $4,000 or $5,000 mattress.
Uh-huh. This is not something everybody does every day
Or year.
or year
Right.
or decade.
Right.
I mean, some people will wear a mattress out until they physically can't fucking, like, they get
Mhm.
stabbed by a spring in their kidney.
Yes.
Then they have to go in and have kidney fucking shit. And
That's probably
then
me.
they're like, I guess I should get a new mattress.
Yeah.
Got this
I
fucking spring
cannot-
lodged in my fucking pancreas.
I can't remember the last time, like the mattress we have, the bed we have. I don't remember when we got it. I have no plans on upgrading my shit. I can't
Are
see
you
that.
good with it?
No, but
You absolutely should have.
mm,
In 2 weeks, we're gonna
Yes.
revamp. We're gonna rediscuss this.
I just look at everything around and I'm like, dude, there's so many different things that I need done
No, I understand that.
And the mattress is like,
I understand that. But like, let
Don't
me
get me
ask you
wrong.
this.
you're right.
Are you getting 8 to 12 hours of sleep? 8 to 10 hours. Let's be
If
honest.
I go to sleep and then wake up
6
8
to 8.
hours later, then yes. But if you take away the 7 times that I wake up in the middle of the night, then probably not.
Why are you waking up 7 times at night?
I probably got a bad bladder. I'm old. I pee a
Ooh,
lot.
That's a prostate thing, dude.
Maybe. And a kidney thing. And also an anxiety thing and like so many other bullshit issues. But probably the fact that my mattress feels like
You need a safe space,
it's a
little
big
baby.
old rock.
You need a safe space, little baby.
No, my mattress is my safe space.
Well, if it's not comfortable, then it's not very safe.
It doesn't need to be comfortable.
Hmm.
It just needs to be there.
Catch a board from that box spring shooting up into your fucking spine, you're going to change your mind about it. Now, to be honest with you, my wife and I walked down this path because I have been sleeping like shit.
Yeah.
Like to the tune where like I go to work and I'm fucking struggling to even stay alive. Right? I don't get very good sleep. It stresses me out to the tune that it affects work sometimes. It affects my home life.
Yeah.
Like I'm angry. I'm fucking mad. My back. I feel like a 90-year-old man that got shot in his spine 16 times in World War II.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what for lack of a better fucking description. All I want is a less sore back and a decent night of sleep. So for us, it was like a no-brainer.
Like, it makes sense, dude. And I'm with you.
And don't get me wrong, dude. You can go on Amazon and get a better mattress than what you got in there.
I'm up fucking set that they think that they should be able to charge $7,000 for fucking beds. It's ridiculous to me. Like the technology of
I don't disagree, dude. I think it's a racket, dude. It's a racket.
Like, it wholly is.
They're gonna do it because
it's like medical. They're like $1,700,000 for this surgery. Why? Because we say so.
Dude, we suck at this. You sent me a time.
I sent you a time, so I have it.
Yeah, we weren't 6 minutes and 1 second into this.
Mm-hmm. It was 6:01. You said it.
No, the time was 6:01.
I said, give me a timestamp. You said 6:01.
I fucked that up twice.
It's okay.
I suck. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, it's not. It's more work.
Is what it is.
Sorry. I do love you. Anyhow, that being said, the whole mattress thing, it's really weird that there's even a conspiracy theory to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I mean, I guess people just want to know. It makes sense. I guess if there was a Blockbuster popping up on every corner, we'd be like, I don't know, bro. I don't believe you. Who's renting movies right now?
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, there's still one Blockbuster.
Probably being subsidized because they're in California.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Clearly. Yeah. So I corrected my original for you for that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should be about 20 minutes.
Okay.
In. That other one.
Like if the last Blockbuster is in California, makes sense.
No, I think it's in Oregon or some shit.
You sure?
Oregon or Washington.
I thought it was in California.
No, it's like Oregon or Washington.
Oh, okay. Well, then what the fuck are they doing? Why don't they they're lying to themselves. They don't want to admit the truth. They fucked up.
Maybe it's even in Idaho or some shit.
Do you know that?
Jesus Christ, Blockbuster.com still exists.
Do you know that Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix for like 20-30 million?
It's in Bend, Oregon.
You hear me?
Huh?
Do you know that Blockbuster had a meeting with Netflix, had the opportunity to purchase Netflix? It was an offer on the table for like 30 million.
Yep.
Denied.
And they turned it down.
And now Netflix is worth 20 or 200. I think 200 billion.
$1 billion, yeah.
And the last blockbuster.
Yeah, dude, you're talking about a whole ass movie studio.
Still running around being like, we're here.
In Bend, Oregon. Now, I'll tell you this. Where do you think Netflix would be where it is today had Blockbuster bought it?
No.
Not even close.
Fuck
I think
no.
Blockbuster not buying it was the best thing that ever happened to Netflix.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you wouldn't have an independent movie studio that
Netflix. I was talking to somebody about this just recently too, and I'm such a fan of the way that Netflix worked out because the people behind the situation were smart people.
Yes.
A lot of people can fuck up a good situation.
Yeah.
If you put the wrong people in charge of your shit, they will fuck you up. Blockbuster, for example, laughed at Netflix, right?
Yeah.
We know how that story ended.
Then they tried doing the mail to rentals, right?
Yeah.
But that didn't work out for them. So
no,
then
of course,
they built,
because Netflix was already on top of the
Then they built the
game.
equivalent of red boxes in blue.
In the blue box.
Yeah.
They basically tried to play catch up to the innovators.
10 years later.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 years after.
Way after the fact.
Yep.
Netflix, my thing about Netflix is that they did everything right from... I remember Netflix when they were like, oh, rent a movie, we'll send it to you.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
dude, I
you'll
used to
send
get
it
like
back,
2 DVDs at a time.
Yeah, there was no like Netflix.com.
And then it was like $1 more for
app.
Blu-ray. I was like, fuck, I'm paying that.
So
I've had a Netflix account since
Netflix.
Since Netflix, yeah. The minute Netflix came out, I was like, this is a fucking revolution.
So when I
used to wait for the fucking little red envelope.
So they developed the app and their online presence, and then they leased the rights to distribute. They leased the rights to distribute all the big movies, right? The big movie studios, Disney. They had Marvel. They had The Punisher. They had all these, and then they would every now and again put out a Netflix original, a Netflix series.
Dude,
or something. Some of them were good. Some of them, but you could tell they were like.
The first bit of original content that they set up. Yeah. The first bit of original content that they put out. Like Hollywood was like, this is such bullshit. It'll never fucking work.
Yep.
Now
that's right.
Now
Even Blockbuster.
Now you have Marvel content built by Netflix.
Well, so
made by Netflix, right? You have original Netflix content because they buy property rights to the Old Guard.
Yeah.
What is Extraction 2. Dude, these are some massive fucking awesome movies.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That was my point, is that they had all the rights to these movies and then they took the profit and developed their own shit. And they started making, now you go to Netflix, like you don't know the difference. There is no difference between a Netflix original movie and a movie that's coming out in theaters in July.
Yeah, of course. Outside of the fact that when you're on Netflix, it says Netflix original.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it used to be, we used to go to Netflix, watch an original movie, and none of the actors were like...
Yeah, and we had to wait a year.
Actors.
Yeah.
They weren't like... If you went to Netflix and you watched an original movie, it wasn't Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg, Cameron Diaz, and fucking...
Yeah, you weren't watching
Jessica
Chris Hemsworth.
Alba. Right. All in the same movie.
Of course.
Directed by fucking Michael Bay.
Yeah, you weren't watching Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, and whoever the hell that girl was.
It was just some unknown shit, but they were still good movies, and people were like, "Shit, for $10 a month, I'll fucking buy it."
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
I'll watch extra.
That
content.
movie was actually fucking good. So fuck y'all.
You know what it felt like to me when we did this.
Up. Yeah. They just leveled up every time. They were like, "Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all." To the point now where Disney even came back and was like, "Listen, Netflix is eating our fucking lunch."
Yep.
Matter of fact, they got the rights to 90% of our good ass content, all the Lucasfilms, all the Marvel film, all our Disney.
Buy it back.
We need to get it back and do Disney Plus, which was just recently as well. This wasn't like should have been, but it wasn't 10 fucking years ago when they had that epiphany.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you who's revolutionary. These people at Disney were like, we're good. were good, like Blockbuster.
We'll just keep
You
putting
can-
them in the
yeah,
movie theaters.
Yeah, exactly. And Netflix, is like,
was
oh
like,
yeah,
I'm still
you do
gonna keep
that.
buying your
Matter of
shit.
fact, you do that. Is our shit up for renewal? Because we need that.
Mhm.
And now Netflix, dude, there's a reason why it's Netflix and chill, right?
Yeah.
It's synonymous.
Whoa.
They are. It's kind of like for all
I just don't
intents,
understand why we brought that up.
because
No, I get it. It's a cultural reference. I get it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like seltzer is seltzer.
Yeah.
White Claw is seltzer.
Yeah.
White Claw in rap music.
Yeah, I'm a neutral guy.
White Claw is White Claw. People don't say seltzer. They say White Claw because White Claw invented fucking seltzer. They own the market. Now,
Sure.
you can argue that, sure, there are maybe better ones and newer ones, but they were first there. They kept it up. They kind of own that thing.
The space. Yes, of course.
Like Netflix right now, you got Paramount, you got all the good shit, right? There's some
Yeah.
good stuff, but Netflix ain't going away.
Mm-mm.
They're smart as shit. They did
I still find
all
better
the
content
right
on
things.
Netflix.
Yes.
And listen, dude, I have Paramount Plus
Yeah.
and Peacock
Right.
and Prime.
Mhm.
Now, I'll tell you this. Over the last 3 years,
Mhm.
Prime has really started buttoning down and dialing in their shit.
Their
right?
content. Yeah.
I got to tell you, I think we talked about this last time. One of my favorite movies
Mhm.
over the last 5 years, The Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
And which is odd to me because a lot of people seem to not have seen this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a fucking great movie.
Fucking
Like,
great.
I don't understand why you haven't watched this movie.
Yep.
And they're like, didn't even know
What's
it existed.
his name too?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Jesus Christ, you're talking
So-
about the guy who was in Marvel movies?
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what I mean. And
The
that's
fuck?
an Amazon original movie.
legit.
So Amazon is taking up like the game plan,
Mhm.
the playbook, right?
Mhm.
They're like, okay, what Netflix did, we did yesterday. Let's get on it.
They have to pay
Because-
more money
Yeah.
to get the good stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that wholly could have been a Netflix original.
Yeah.
The Tomorrow War could have been a Netflix original.
For sure.
Prime snagged it up.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Right? Then Prime got a hold of some rights to some Tom Clancy shit,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So then we got Without Remorse.
Right.
Without Remorse, not a huge fan of Michael B. Jordan, but dope
I was gonna
ass
say, is-
fucking movie.
Yeah. That's the Michael
it-
B. Jordan where he comes. That's the one where
Navy SEAL.
they kill his wife, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Kill his wife and baby.
Dude.
Unborn baby.
Good
Yes.
movie.
Good movie.
Yeah.
So now that opens the door.
Clancy shit is always
Yeah,
good.
So that opens the door for Rainbow Six shit, right?
Yeah.
And those are great novels.
Great games.
I never played the games.
90s?
I keep seeing them. I should pick them
What?
up, but like I've never played them.
Ah. That's old. So old. Rainbow Six, dude.
Yeah, I never played them.
Fuck. That's like PlayStation 1, maybe? PlayStation 2? The original? Are you like me? Do you have ashes?
No, bro.
You got a
Worse
bug?
than that. Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's fruit fly.
Really?
I think there's a couple of them flying around. I'm not sure where they're coming from. Maybe they came out of my beard. Who knows? I carry weird things.
Yeah, I don't have all my shots and
Hey, I got a tetanus shot after my weird thing.
I noticed.
I don't know if we talked about
I
that.
noticed that no, we haven't,
It's
but
healing.
I noticed you hadn't died yet.
I haven't died yet.
Yeah. I was
Still got a
like-
headache.
This left eye does this weird thing where like I can't see too good, but it's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure in a couple weeks I'll be retarded, but who knows? No, it's healing. We're doing fine. It's a
Good.
knot now. Like
Oh,
I've got a
really?
knot.
It's probably scarred deep.
Yeah, it's gonna be that way for a long while.
Yeah.
But outside of that, yeah, like Netflix cornered the game.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime is working their way into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever dove into Prime,
Oh fuck yeah.
but if you get
I
the
have.
chance, you should absolutely watch The Man in the High Castle.
Okay. Is it a
Super,
series
yes.
or okay?
Yeah, super fantastic.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And I think we talked about it before. It's the premise of what if Germany won?
You did bring that up.
Right.
I think we have talked about that. Yeah.
So super good.
Okay.
Super good.
Hmm.
And it sticks inside you. especially
Right.
like when you look at like current day politics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you're like, God damn, dude.
That's pretty crazy. Like, you ever really think about that type of shit too? Like, if that were the case,
It's hard to fathom,
it is
right? For
Well-
the world we live in today,
Yeah,
it's hard to fathom.
because it
and that's
would've
what I love
affected-
about that series is that it was just that little glimpse
yeah,
of like, holy shit, could it actually have been like
Yeah.
one wrong turn? And
yeah,
and we'll go right back to the Oppenheimer thing where we talked about that.
Yeah.
It would have taken one one misstep
yes,
in the Manhattan Project,
right,
and we would have wholly had our asses handed to us.
Yeah.
One misstep.
Mhm.
One scientist on the wrong side of the fence.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we would literally probably be living that moment.
Yeah.
Right now. So, and that's what I appreciate about that series is that it's a glimpse.
yeah,
It adds some sci-fi to it.
right,
It adds some sci-fi to it in the sense that the premise behind it is that it's a multiverse,
okay,
right? And that's where it gets really interesting.
Mhm.
Because there's a universe where the Germans did win.
Okay.
And they're seeing they're seeing film, because obviously this is 1961, I think it starts in, after the Germans have beat us and taken over and they rule the world, right?
in the
There are
60s?
So they won in 45, and this moves forward to 1961,
Okay,
where everybody's living under German and Japanese rule.
okay,
Right.
I got you.
So
That would be crazy.
yeah, so Japan holds like the Pacific,
Yeah,
California, Oregon, Nevada, that whole chunk of land on the other side of the Rockies.
Mhm.
They hold that, right? The Rockies, for all intents and purposes, is a neutral zone.
yeah, it kind of
Right.
separates.
There's a shit ton of people that live there. Nobody fucks with them.
Okay,
It's kind of like all the Appalachians picked up, moved out there, and they're like, don't come fuck with us because we'll fuck you up,
yeah,
right? Is it Appalachians or is it Appalachians? I don't remember. I think that's a horse, isn't it? That's a horse. An Appaloosa? I don't fucking know. Anyways,
me.
doesn't matter. Point to this is then Nazi Germany owns everything eastern seaboard to the Rockies.
Wow.
And it's a peaceful cohesion between Japan and Germany, right? It's rocky, but it's peaceful. It's very, very, very thin line.
And the American government
No longer exists.
in zero capacity.
Zero capacity.
Okay.
Gone. But there are people who are resistance fighters,
Americans.
They don't want to be under German rule. They want to fight back.
Yeah.
Germany's too powerful at this point. Literally runs the entire world.
Yeah.
Right.
And like you said, it's crazy to really fathom that because of how we grew up, I guess. But Germany was fucking powerful.
Massively. And they were fast at what they did.
Yeah. And they were smart and they were
And
evil.
brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were brutal, man. And in war, all's fair in love and war.
Yeah, they didn't give 5 fucks
No.
about
No.
gassing 1 million people at a time.
Yep.
They're like, fuck it, who cares?
These motherfuckers were feeding their soldiers meth, bro.
Yeah.
And taking it. They were like, oh, it's good. We're going to give you some.
Uh-huh.
We fight for days.
And then-
no food.
Yeah.
You don't need food.
You don't need food
You
for
don't need
this.
water.
Yeah.
You just want to slaughter motherfuckers left and right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's brutal.
The berserkers.
Yeah.
And then not to
Yeah, my
mention
wife just saw that.
all the occult experimentation and the scientific experimentation trying
yeah.
to advance humans.
Oh, dude. The
Like-
Germans, they were Hitler and
Nasty
yeah, they were very insane in purpose.
And I say,
insane with
nasty
purpose.
people in the sense that, sure, you may not have been Hitler,
Mhm.
but you damn sure followed his orders.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are just
Oh, they came and got you too.
your equivalent. Yeah.
There's motherfuckers not too long ago. They're like, oh, this dude's 90 years old, been living in the US under this name or whatever. Turns out He was a Nazi scientist.
Well,
He
you
was
fa-
this dude.
You,
He was
you
that
saw
dude.
you saw the guy they gave a standing ovation to in the Canadian Parliament, didn't you?
No. When? I just recently saw a guy
They had
they got in the US though. Years ago.
Vladimir. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's different than Vladimir.
Okay.
So it's Vladimir Putin, and then
Yeah.
it's Vladimir
Okay.
Zelensky.
Yeah.
He was in Canada at a parliament.
Ukrainian Zelensky?
Yes,
Okay.
at Parliament in Canada.
Mhm.
They were honoring a war, a Canadian
War hero.
war hero who just so happened to be part of the SS.
Wow.
After they never fucking
And they never
all
knew, right?
standing ovation his
Yeah.
ass
Right.
until someone was like, "Hey, bro,
You a Nazi.
you know that guy's a Nazi?" And they were like, "What? How you know, bro?"
Do we how'd you pass
you
the
fuck-
background check?
how'd
Do
you
we
fuck
do
that up?
background checks?
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody give this motherfucker a drug test.
Who fucked that up? So much so, this was such a bad thing
Can I see your passport, sir?
that the leader of the Canadian Parliament fucking resigned.
Mm-hmm. I feel like corporate America is much more tight than public sector America. And like, here's the new senator.
That's same thing.
No. Public sector, private sector.
Oh,
So-
okay. Yeah.
So like
public
private,
service.
yes.
Yes.
So like
Being
the-
more specific when you say
the
that.
private sector
Yeah.
is fucking clamped tight. They're like, pee in a cup, give us your license, your passport, what's your last name, what's your mother's maiden name,
Uh-huh.
all this other shit, right?
Mhm.
You run for Congress and they're like, yeah, he looks legit. We'll just go with it. Let's just go with it. Yeah, I mean, he has a slight Germany accent, but
Look,
you know, he said his mother's Polish, so there
we
you-
use German scientists to develop nuclear weapons.
Oh fuck yeah,
Like,
dude! What?
and
there was
they were
German
defectors.
science. Yeah, there were
They were
German
defectors.
scientists defected to
Yes.
the good guys, apparently. Whatever you want to call
Those lines are very blurry as to who's good and who's bad. The reality of it is like we segue like assholes. That's the reality of it.
Nah. Segue. Talking about the same shit. Except for Germans
Bro, we were talking about Blockbuster 7 minutes ago
and Big Mattress.
and Big Mattress
Yeah.
12 minutes ago.
But it all connects in the
Does it, though?
multiverse. Okay.
Oh, in the multiverse? The Man in High Castle multiverse?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Where Netflix doesn't reign supreme.
So the purpose to that,
and it's Hulu and chill. Okay.
fair enough, it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't.
The whole point behind the Nazi thing was, so in the show, they're watching film
Mhm.
that somehow is being transported from a dimension where America won to the universe where America lost. And they're seeing these clips of people fighting.
Yeah.
Right? They're seeing the and you start one of the protagonists in the show, you start seeing that she's in them, in almost all of them. She's a part of whatever it
films.
is. Yes. And somewhere along the way, they decide they're going to start fighting back. And hear me out, dude. In third season, Hitler dies.
Okay.
Old age. It was good with that.
And all right. So the movie, the series,
Mhm.
it revolves around the
Not Hitler.
scenario where
Nazi Germany
won.
won. Yes. They
But it
put the
still
emphasis
has-
on Nazi Germany.
yes.
Hitler was still in charge
Yes. Okay.
until a certain point.
But it's basically like in this multi-universe where okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, it's really good. Really good. You should absolutely sit down with your wife.
See, that's how we segued because
and
I
watch.
hear the movie and you're telling me and it's interesting to me, right? And then my brain goes, man, it's interesting because it could have been very possible, right?
And back to the point,
And that's why it's interesting to you to watch the film, because it's so like close to home. It could be real. If that were to happen, this one misstep, this one miscalculation, or this one scientist who wasn't a real defector or whatever the case was.
He was a spy. Yeah, for sure.
And then here we are speaking
German.
The Dutch.
The Deutsch. Yeah. So all that to say, Amazon's got some good shit going on.
Yeah.
Like they're stepping up their game.
Dude, Tomorrow War sold me on them.
Oh, it did. It did. Because I wasn't in.
No.
When I watched Tomorrow War,
yeah,
that's when I was like, I got to have more. If this is the type of content that they're producing, I need more. And then Without Remorse came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is like 2 home runs in a row.
Right.
So what am I missing?
Yep.
And then I found The Man in the High Castle.
What's homeboy's name? The one from The Office? Oh, man.
Steve Carell?
Nope.
Rain?
No, fuck, no.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've never done that on air.
That was fucking rude.
It was rude. My apologies.
Cool. It's cool.
Felt good.
Damn, what's it? It's another Clancy, man. It's Clancy. They made a series about it. It's Amazon.
Odd question. It is an odd question. I would also like to tell you that
I'm sorry. I don't know people. Is it? Yeah, it's this fucking guy. There we go. Where is he?
Talking about Jack Ryan, homie.
Yes, but what's his fucking name?
Jesus Christ. John Krasinski.
Dude.
John Krasinski.
Yes.
Legit.
Right?
He's legit.
I watched the whole fucking series.
You ready? They're doing a third Quiet Place.
I haven't seen the first one.
Here's what pisses me off about it. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I think that A Quiet Place as a premise has a massive world.
Yeah.
Like you can do movies on this fucking ad nauseum. Somewhere, somebody hijacked it. This third one is going to be a bunch of woke bullshit. Because it goes to New York. The main protagonist is a black, bald-headed woman. And it's not that I have an issue with this stuff. I just don't think it's necessary. You don't have to do it. You can just make characters.
Yeah, it becomes a problem when it's purposefully put in place without context, without necessity, without any it's just you can tell. You can tell
that it's on purpose.
Yeah, it's not for any other reason. There is no
Watch The Marvels.
Yeah.
What a fucking garbage movie.
It's called The Marvels?
Yes.
Okay.
It's essentially Captain Marvel 2, right?
I got you.
But instead, we put 2 more women in it because we needed a team of women to save the world because they obviously had better things to do than bake bread. I'm being a misogynist on purpose, okay? It's unfucking necessary.
To me, that's
First of all, you fucked up Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel actually used to have a dick.
Yeah.
We just decided that we gonna make it a chick now.
Yeah.
And I get it. Characters are fucking fluid in that sense that you can, they're fictional characters. You can change them to whatever you want.
Sure.
But when you try to, you've destroyed the Marvel universe at this point because you're more concerned about having a strong woman director and having 3 strong leading women and making the man in the movie look like a complete and fucking total idiot.
Yeah.
When in reality, the man in the movie was probably the only logical person standing there.
Do you remember the Ghostbusters film that came out?
With all the women? Yes, it was trash.
Chicks right here.
Yep, it was trash.
And you know what's sad? realistically, she's funny as shit. She's funny as shit. She's funny as shit.
Nah. But yes, I get you. I get what you're saying.
These two here, they're hilarious.
Those two are fucking hilarious. Yes.
But when you set out
in the right setting,
right? When you set out to prove a point, and the point is girl power, don't be surprised.
Women are better than men.
Yeah, like and mind you, do you remember who the man was in this movie?
No. Oh, it was Caviezel, wasn't it? You sure it wasn't Caviezel? Superman. I'm pretty sure it was Superman. Because they made him look like a fucking twat waffle.
Yes, they did. No, not this guy. What was his fucking name?
Go to the movie and go to cast.
Well, when I type in Ghostbusters, the real one pops up. The one, you know what I mean?
You have to find the title of the Ghostbusters. The all-female Ghostbusters. I don't remember which one it is.
It's called fucking the Ghostbusters or some shit.
Then go to Ghostbusters right 2016. Here. Go to cast.
Chris.
Oh, it was Chris Hemsworth. So it's worse than that. It's worse than Jim Caviezel.
It's like
not Jim Caviezel.
Yeah, it's just fucking worse.
Whatever that guy's name is.
They took Extraction and fucking.
Made him look like a bitch.
For what? This is fucking Thor, bro.
Yeah, that's Thor, and he looked like a little bitch.
Yes.
No, I know, but that's what they've done throughout every fucking movie, and that's happened in the last 6 years.
That's where people, I feel like me and you have the issue. It's not that women want to make a movie.
No, if women want to make a movie, cool.
Fucking care. You know how many? Matter of fact, me and my wife, and I don't remember what it was, watch fucking movies. And for what it's worth, because we're just thought process type of people, we're like, who directed this shit? It's amazing. Who is this actor? They're fucking amazing. When was this film? Like, I want to know more. I want to know more.
But if you're going to try to base it in reality,
there are movies where females have directed it and they are fire.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, good for you, bro.
If you're going to try to base it in reality, don't make it out to be that women are fucking totally empowered and men are just fucking bumbling fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah. Well, they do it on purpose because they feel like
I've said this before on this show, and I'll go back to it 100,000 times every time we discuss these things. Mm-hmm. It goes back to Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
When Spider-Man needed help getting the fucking gauntlet to the damn van, and all the women showed up and they were like, we can help.
Yeah.
No, you fucking can't. No, you fucking can't. Are you kidding me? Thor, for fuck's sake. Iron Man, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Fucking the Hulk, but you bitches are badder. Go fuck yourselves.
Do we think this way because we were grown up to believe that Thor, Superman, Spider-Man?
No.
Are we the ones
that listen
have...
to me. It's biologic fucking science. Men are stronger than women. That's why women don't go out and chop down trees for, give it 0.01% that do.
Sure.
Out of the entirety of the population, 0.01% may go out and chop down some trees. But men typically do that shit. When's the last time you saw a woman on an oil rig?
Haven't.
When's the last time you saw a woman on a crab boat in the fucking Bering Strait?
Not at all.
That's because men handle that shit.
Yeah.
Women should be protected.
Yeah. By
women,
the men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Women should be.
No, I'm just.
Don't get me wrong.
So the reason I asked you this, I know the answer.
You're fucking. Oh, I want a job. Fine, you want a job? Go get a fucking job. I don't care.
Yeah. But do you see what type of jobs women gravitate towards certain jobs, right? It's only women in cinema who are empowered with millions of dollars in freedom who go, we're going to make a movie.
Because we're going to be 8 months of fucking stunt training and they think they're fucking the best thing in the world.
Okay, one of the arguments is like, there's not enough women in, what's it called? STEM, right? Science, tech,
yes.
Right? And then you have Jordan Peterson who will break down, okay, how many women apply to those jobs?
Yeah.
How many women are trying to be scientists? compared to men. How many women are trying to be engineers, right? Women tend to just, and it's not to downplay women, but you know what women want to do? They want to open bakeries.
Yes.
They want to be medical professionals,
Yep.
CNAs, doctors. Why? Because their emotion, they want to take care of people. And that's great. Right? We need that.
Emotionally, that's where they're suited.
It's because that's
To
where
be
they
awesome.
That's where they want to be.
Yes.
You know, it's like
caregivers.
okay, we watched a
Caregivers.
movie 2 days ago.
It's DNA specific.
Let's see. What was it called?
Men are builders, warriors, and thinkers. Not that women don't think.
Right.
Okay.
No.
Men typically, and we've talked about this before. Men, logic.
Yeah.
Women, emotion.
Yeah. And emotionally, that's the difference. That's why you'll go into a medical facility and most of the nurses are going to be female just because they gravitate towards that caring, empathetic type of profession where they want to take care of people.
With the exception of that gay guy.
Sure.
And he's super empathetic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Men go, you know what, though? If I take a risk with my life on a crab boat, I'll make 3 times the amount of money you do as a nurse.
Yeah, but
so I'm going to do that.
Here's the other side.
And that's fine, too. That's just where most men...
This is where you get male nurses from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Male nurses look at it. A dude looks at it and goes, wait, these bitches are making $36 an hour?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to school.
Yeah.
What is it? 2 years of school to be an LPN?
Right.
Shit.
Yeah. Even in Florida right now, 36, 46, that's a lot of fucking money. That's good.
That's what these girls are making? I could be a nurse.
Yep.
It's logic thinking, right?
Yeah.
Women do it because they like the idea of caregiving.
Yes.
They like the idea of, well, these are sick people and I want to take care of them.
Yeah.
Right? Or these are elderly people and I want to take care of them. Or these are deficient infants.
Yeah.
I want to take care of them.
Yep.
Men go, $36 an hour? Bitch, I'm a nurse.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't give a fuck if you want to call them a nurse, make fun of them or nothing. They're like, $36 an hour, ho.
Right. It has zero to do with emotion, but that's why you also see more female teachers because they care about kids. They're like, I want to do something that matters. And that's the thing. I think women tend to do something like that. They
educators.
go, I want to do something that matters and takes care of kids and whatnot. And,
you know what male educators are? Are incredible. I'm probably speaking above my education, I guess, maybe. Male educators, to me, come off as super smart, lack drive. Like we went to college.
Yeah.
We went to college to be a bioengineer.
Okay.
Now we're a biology teacher because it was real hard to get into that bioengineering fucking company. You know,
the saying
and I didn't really feel like putting the effort towards it.
Those who can't do, teach.
Correct. But that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Is male teachers, to me, educators.
I'm going to teach you because I failed.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, because I couldn't get into bioengineering.
Yeah.
At fucking Genes R Us. Right? Like, I'm going to go teach now.
That's true. Yeah, that's why male teachers, a lot of them kind of suck.
Like if you look and you see an old teacher, an old male teacher, 90% of them have done some crazy ass shit prior to that. They're just at that point in their life where they don't want to do the crazy ass shit anymore.
Yeah, they
want to sit back. They've made their retirement. They just don't want to be bored, so they take on education. Right?
Yeah.
Outside of that, like, females teach, females caregive.
Yeah.
Males typically
take
fighters. They take more risk.
They take more risk for more compensation.
For more reward, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, typically that's what it is.
Because that's
their drive.
Exactly.
They're like, I don't care about anything. My care is here. I want to provide better for my family by any means necessary. So you can care about the people.
Yeah.
You can care about the kids.
Of course.
I have to care about us.
Yep.
So I'll risk my life to do X, Y, Z and climb, and do whatever the hell. But I was going to say, so.
Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Oh, the movie. Yeah. Okay.
It's an old.
88.
Yeah. Edward James Olmos. Awesome dude.
Say that again?
Edward James Olmos.
You talking about the Mexican?
Yes.
That's my guy, dude.
Olmos. Yeah, dude.
So
that's
because I'm such a nerd.
Uh-huh.
If you go and look at his filmography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica, homie. Some shit you ain't never watched, and I know you ain't never watched
I
it.
have.
One of the greatest series ever.
American Me. Don't look at me, little puppet.
Edward James Olmos was for all intents and purposes, he was the leader of an entire space colony.
Okay.
In a very influential, like culturally, like when it comes to nerds, Battlestar Galactica is on the top of the list.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's not above Star Wars, it's a fucking dead on tie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I know.
And he did Battlestar Galactica for.
Where is it, though? I'm not seeing it.
Go down to TV show. He was in. This was
a TV. Right here.
Yeah. So Battlestar Galactica was
old.
It's
gonna be like 90s,
2000s.
Right? Oh, really?
Right there.
Where?
2000 to 2009. This is 2003 to 2009.
Yeah, okay.
Not to mention, I mean, this rode on a little bit longer to like 2012 with movies, like made for TV movies.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest like sci-fi shows to date.
Mm-hmm.
And it has an incredible premise.
Right. Battlestar Galactica. Oh, dude. Same generation, man.
If you watched it back in the day, it's easy to watch. If you try to fucking equate it to like if you try to sit back and watch it today,
well, you have to watch it
picture-wise, it doesn't match.
Yeah.
Like you're not used to it.
I mean, you might have to watch it.
We have adjusted our eyes.
Understanding.
Yeah. We have adjusted our eyes so much.
Yeah.
To this 4K world. Going back and watching these older movies.
I don't know, man. We watch a lot of old shit.
Look, it is super easy to HD. HD film.
Mm-hmm.
Film. Right?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It is hard to do it with
digital. You
right?
Can't.
So here's the thing. There was an early adoptive era where before the advent of 4K and even 1020.
You know, we had this conversation.
Even before 1080. Yes.
Yeah.
Even before 1080, it was, I read more into it.
Okay.
In the film aspect, because there was an early adoption of digital recording.
Yeah.
Because you
mostly
were talking about
TV first.
Yes. TV,
movies,
but in film as well. Even in film as well.
Yeah, they did.
Because I can show you about 10 to 15, even probably 30 films that were digitally recorded.
Yep.
That if you go to watch them on a fucking 4K TV now, it looks like it was recorded in 1976.
But remember, we had this
knowing this motherfucker was 2012.
We had this conversation, and I was talking about the oh shit, man, what's her name? Dorothy.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, right? So you could watch the Wizard of Oz,
and it looks legit in 4K,
right? And
so
it's
good.
Because in film you can scan film to whatever technology is available.
Yeah,
because film is organic.
Yep.
I'm sure that at some point it will peak a resolution.
Oh yeah.
So like it might be 16K, it might be 32K.
Yeah.
At some point, it's as good as it'll ever get, but it was so good for what it is that being organic is such a higher resolution because it's not ones and zeros. It's not digital. In its heyday, it was filmed and broadcast
Yes.
in film
Yeah.
and then archived.
So-
and then through the digital world with drum scanning, we can scan this. And that's where you get like
and brighten it.
what's it called? What do they call that? Shit, I can't remember. When they rescan it, remaster.
Yes.
They're
So-
like, oh, remastered, and it was 1080. And
Take, for example, real quick.
Mhm.
You ever seen The Book of Eli?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington?
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's cool.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Looks super awesome
Mhm.
in 1080.
Yeah.
You know what it doesn't look good in?
4K.
Absolutely. You know why?
Digital.
It was filmed digital.
Yeah.
I had to look it up.
It kind of looks that way as well. It's
I had to
very
look it up. I was
heavily-
really pissed off about it.
which sucks. But see, now digital, like, there's gonna be a drop
Because the sad part is-
it doesn't matter. Like, think about it.
Yes.
Like, we're watching 4K, right?
Yes.
How-
When you get far and above beyond 4K,
600.
nothing's going to matter anymore.
Think
right?
that
It's
like
all going to look the same.
you're gonna be like, that shit looks like it's 590.
Yes. You go watch a movie. Essentially, you go watch a movie from 2023
Yeah.
in 2065
It's
in
gonna be the same.
32K,
Yeah.
and it'll still look the same.
Yeah.
It'll look
'cause-
the same as the day it looked in 2023.
yes.
Right? The problem with it is when you look at some of these movies that were filmed digitally between,
Mhm,
I think it was like, and if I remember reading correctly, it was like 2004
mhm.
to like 2012,
Yeah.
even 13, 14,
Right.
where they were like, we're testing digital stuff.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, one of the guys that started doing digital that was really into it and thought it was the greatest thing and realized he fucked up
Mhm.
was Robert Rodriguez
Okay.
as a director.
Yeah.
He did,
Which is my guy.
yeah, he did some
Love
grindhouse
Rod-
shit.
Yes.
Like he did some grindhouse shit. It doesn't translate today.
Him and Quentin Tarantino, man.
It does not translate today
Right. And you know what's sad
because
about
they
that?
filmed digitally and it looks like shit.
So
It looked great then, looks like shit today.
that's the thing. They're the type of guys, Tarantino and Rodriguez love film. They love
They're trying to be on the
CinemaScope,
cutting edge.
CinemaScope, wide frame, fucking dude, their shit.
They thought digital was the next, like it was the thing to be.
And it is.
They
It-
fucking quickly realized that it was shit.
right.
That it was
is,
shit.
It will be.
It will be
But
when everything is recorded as such.
yes, if you record in 1080, you will always and forever have archived a film
In 1080. It can't be upgraded.
No. You can digitally,
This upscaling, yes,
artificially,
this upscaling
intelligent-
fucks it
Right.
up hard.
Right, you can do it.
The
It's not
whole
gonna make
idea
it
of
better.
upscaling just fucking annoys me.
For what it's
Don't
worth.
upscale it. Please
No.
downscale it.
Yes,
Please bring the TV down
Yes.
to 1080 so
And-
that I can
and-
watch the movie and be happy with
and
it.
for what it's worth, that's what they do in cinema. So, like a Red Dragon, the new one, it's filming. I want to say 16K
Yeah.
because then it gives you.
Go back to the other screen so I can see.
Sorry.
You're good. I just don't know where we're at
Well,
time wise.
Uh,
No, you're good. We're
yeah.
keep going.
Okay, so Red is amazing. If you don't know Red, read about that as well
I will.
because it was developed by the motherfuckers who the guy. I don't want to say motherfuckers because it's one guy who developed the GoPro. So
Okay.
the guy who made the GoPro made the Red camera.
Revolutionary. Yeah. GoPro was revolutionary.
Uh-huh.
That being said, I want you to know that you're the guy.
Look at this.
You are the guy that put me on this path of like trying to figure out what our, look at that thing.
These Reds.
Is this all digital?
Matter of fact, see, I think I'm old. Hold
Is
on.
this digital recording?
Yes. Let's see what the new one is. Red cameras, president of Red on upgrading, blah, blah.
So what does
blah.
red stand for?
I have no clue what it stands
The
for.
Raptor. Look at that thing.
Dude, these are cinema like
Cinema grade digital.
straight- Yes. Yes.
I appreciate so the size
Komodo.
for me, when you look at film,
Let's see what this shoots at.
listen
yeah.
to me. When you look at film, and the size of the camera that you need for the quality you need,
Yes.
you are talking about a 60-pound, if not more, piece of equipment.
Yeah, dude.
Now to throw that on a gimbal and
Yes.
try to run and keep up with, say, a guy by the name of John Wick, right?
Yeah.
And try to keep up with that fast action, it's almost nigh impossible. You need technological advances in film like this. So what did this do for Red? Or what did this do for the Red Dragon?
So Red kind of revolutionized as far as being able
large
to
format global shutter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically Red was one of the very first
So
digital.
Is this? Oh, it's a digital camera, not a.
It's a digital cinema camera, right?
So it's taking pictures, not.
No. Red 2024. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, so the one thing that I did read, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, go ahead.
Your consumer grade digital camcorders, like, and the digital shit that they used in 2000. I don't remember the dates. In the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That shit was a continuous open shutter, more or less, right? Like it didn't flutter so much. It fluttered enough to record and take the exposure, but it was digital, so it didn't really matter enough. This looks like what you're explaining to me is something that actually takes 7,000 photos a second. You get what I'm saying? So that you get the highest quality picture you can. Correct? Because the more layers, the better, right? Especially when you talk about digital.
No.
In digital, yes.
No, it's not. So,
okay.
So look, all right. This is how it goes forever and always.
You know, we were talking about, I just want to interject for a second.
Edward James Olmos is awesome. He did a movie where he was a teacher, and I walked away from this movie and I was like, man, there are people, everyone on this planet,
short circuit.
Everyone on this planet is meant to do something. And that's a dude who was meant to be a teacher, period.
Agreed.
Great movie.
Yeah.
And it's based on a true story.
No, I get you.
It's amazing.
I've seen it. That being said,
and we were talking about
you fucking short circuited there.
No,
I know you did.
I just recapped my comments.
But
because
I want to go back.
I was talking about Edward James almost, and you cut me off with Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, you see this bridge?
Yeah.
At the very beginning, we were talking about mattresses. Now we're talking about cameras. But continue, please, because this fucking fascinates me.
Okay. If it
8K.
does, 8K. Yeah.
No shit.
So it's shooting double the resolution. But
my thing is that I keep seeing shutter.
Yeah.
Okay. And that to me, because I'm not that guy.
Okay.
Every time I hear shutter, I immediately equate that to a picture being taken.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Rather than, like, that's how film was made. That's how film was made. So we've digitally recreated how film was made. In the same vein, right? The original digital cameras were not that.
What do you mean?
So take your VCR your camcorders, right? And your SD card digital cameras.
Yeah.
They weren't recording shutter speeds.
They were.
Were they really?
Yeah, they were.
Okay, because I don't equate that. Like,
so what makes the difference in most, like, when you look in cinematography, shutter speed is always a constant until it's not. But there's the rule and the exception. And the rule is it's called 1 over the
flew over the cuckoo's nest?
Yes.
Boom.
Oh, what's it called?
Apparently
it's taking me a minute. Alexa. No, it's okay. So you have frame rate and shutter speed.
Yeah.
And they mesh.
Yes.
So the rule is 1 over the frame rate, meaning 24 frames per second.
Yes.
is 24 photographs per second. For the shutter speed, it's double that.
Of course.
24/48.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
That's going to give you the most cinematic and lifelike picture, because if you were to hold your hand out in front of your face and move it, it's not smooth.
No.
You see this blurriness.
It's almost like
it's called motion blur.
Yes.
That motion blur
is the shutter speed.
Yes.
Yes.
Because the photographs, the 24 in 1 second, give you a certain look. The shutter is what gives the motion blur to the look. But there are exceptions where, let's say in horror films, you want kind of an eerie, jerky, like this anxious feel. You'll go instead of 1 over the shutter or 1 over the frame rate, you'll go 1.5. So instead of 48,
it's
it might be like 60 something. And it gives this kind of not smooth, but not like soap opera, fake fantasy looking. It's still cinematic, but what it does is it just gives this anxiousness. It gives an anxiety to it makes you uneasy, right? And from what I've studied and what I've learned is that it's just because people have always viewed film and cinema at 24 frames per second that our brain equates this to being what it is. Now, with that being said, if you're to shoot at 60 or 120 and play it back at 60 or 120, it's way clearer.
Yeah.
But clear isn't always the goal.
No, it's not.
Because this is not clear.
Yeah.
It's realistic.
Sure.
So to shoot something at a certain frame rate to make it look lifelike doesn't mean to make it look as clear as possible, right? Because we have the capability now. So 8K, 4K doesn't necessarily correlate to the clearness of, say, when you're doing this.
Yeah.
That has more to do with the photos being taken in a given time space.
Yep.
The resolution is 4K, 8K, which means how big it can be shown on a digital screen. Because with film, you can project it onto, say, a big ass movie screen and it looks fine because it's being projected. That's not the same as being transmitted through pixels.
Yeah.
On
I get you.
Giant screens.
Yeah.
So anyways, what you do is,
I think 67 people have been like, oh, shut up.
You asked.
But yeah, no, I did ask.
You said you were very interested.
I am super interested.
I feel like I lost you.
No, you didn't lose me. I was thinking in my head as you paused. I was
People
like,
come here for whiskey and we've just fucking lost them all.
These motherfuckers just quit listening because not that they're listening right now, obviously, because we didn't get to do a fucking live.
Very true.
Anyhow. No, I get what you're saying. This is actually.
So 8K, what it's going to do.
That's got to be a $60,000 camera.
Yeah, it is.
Easily.
It's going to future proof some of your recording, right?
Okay.
And most people, they're recording film on this, cinema.
What does it look like? Honestly,
what do you mean? Like a fully rigged out?
Here's the thing. I've noticed that there are some movies that come out and you look at them and you're like,
oh, dude, Marvel movies, a lot of them.
No. I'm not talking about that. I've noticed that there are some movies that have come out in the last 12 years. We're going to say 12 years. Some movies that almost look like they picked up a GoPro and was like, this is the movie. Or an Apple iPhone or something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was just not filmed correctly.
Yeah, for sure.
Frame rate, fucking exposure, all that stuff was not done the way it should have been done.
Yeah.
Almost, and even to the
that Raptor XL,
the refresh,
8K,
the refresh on your TV.
Fucking A. Please stop.
Fuck that shit up.
Stop that shit. There is no fucking reason for the refresh rate. That lifelike cinematic. No, that shit is garbage. Fuck you. I don't like it. It makes me feel crazy and I don't like it. It's stupid.
It makes me dizzy.
Yes. Because it ain't normal.
When it moves
because it doesn't
in such a way that it looks unnatural.
Yes.
It makes me queasy.
So for what it's worth,
I think it's trash.
I
don't buy TVs that like, oh, bitrate this, bitrate that. And I'm going,
yes. LG has this.
I need a 60 hertz refresh rate.
LG
max.
has this, and it's called
I have an
something.
LG.
You can turn it off.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. We go to cinematic mode
Stop
when we
that
watch
shit.
movies.
Stop that shit.
You know why we go to cinematic
It's
mode when we
fucking
watch
stupid.
movies? Because it colors the TV correctly.
Yes.
And it stops that fucking dumb shit.
And you see, this is the problem. You see it.
Oh, I do.
And you go,
because I'm a movie guy.
I don't like it. Why does it look stupid?
Don't make my movie look stupid.
Yes. It looks like a soap opera. It looks fake.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Looks
dude.
Fake.
There's so like
they're like, no, it looks real.
They try
and I'm
to
like,
overproduce
real life
it.
doesn't
They try
look
to
like that.
overproduce it so much that the set look like you can see that it's a fucking set, and you're like,
Yes.
you sons of bitches fucked it up.
I watched this on a 720 TV from 19.
But here's the worst part.
Fucking 99.
Here's the
and
worst
it
part.
looks better.
Fucking retards.
This.
I don't know. Retards. They're like, it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's not. It looks like trash. You're fucking obviously not a movie person. I mean, I'm a movie person from the 90s. Like,
bro,
when the artsy movies were there. I haven't seen a good artsy movie in a long time outside of, I do want to see this one
motherfucker
that I've been getting. I got fucking Instagram notifications on.
So look, you see this right here when I type in 24 frames per second shutter rule for the cinematic
2448. Yeah.
Right. 2448, 2550, 3060, 6120. It's called 1 over the frame rate.
Yeah.
Or 1 over the shutter speed, right?
Sure.
It's basically
you have to with my phone.
Right. You
and
have
I
to
got
double
way better quality.
Yes. And people assume, well, if the frame rate is 24, but I could do 60, 60 is going to look better and cleaner. It will look clearer.
So much so.
But it will look fake.
Did you notice that the new iPhones offer a cinematic mode?
Exactly.
And I'm like, nah, bitch.
Yes.
I'll do it myself.
They'll dumb it down.
Not giving it to me.
Right. And they'll dumb it down in a way where, like, even so, it still ain't right, dude.
No.
Like, if you really want true cinematic look, you have to
1 over the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the frame rate, 24, use 1/50th. Most cameras that you buy, like consumer grade, they don't have 48.
No.
So you go 50.
Yeah.
Right? It's usually
you do 25,
20,
50.
40, 50, 60, 70, 80. They don't do 48. Luckily, ours actually does 48
because
it has that in mind. Yeah. So you always want to double the shutter speed over your frame rate.
Yeah.
And your frame rate for the rule is you always do 24 unless the only exception is if you're doing slow motion because the rule says 24.
Yeah.
That's the rule. Slow-mo, if you slow down 24, it will look choppy and weird, right?
Yeah.
So you do 50, 60, 120, whatever, and then you slow it down to 24.
Yep.
Right? And it's the same shutter rule.
Yeah.
So if you're doing, let's say we do some slow-mo B-roll, and we want to make
we're
it
gonna do some B-roll.
super slow-mo,
Yeah.
and it's 120,
yeah,
right? 240 is the shutter.
Mm-hmm.
To get that same look.
Yeah.
So it's always double when it comes to the shutter.
I want you to do a slow-mo B-reel for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me hawking like the greenest of loogies. Just slow-mo as fuck.
We could do it.
I want to do like 1,000 frames per second.
Oh, dude. I nerd out, obviously.
Dude, I love watching shooting videos
with camera
where they're doing like ballistic gel or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But we're doing 1,000.
Oh yeah.
10,000 frames per second.
Yeah.
And like you're giving me that ultra slow motion.
And you know
everything fucking doing what it does.
And the only reason why it's slow in cinematic is because they took that 1,000 and slowed it down to 24. People take it and they're like,
dude,
1,000. That's super clear.
That's me sitting on a couch with a cheeseburger on my dick, hard as fuck. I love that shit.
Oh, it
is so fucking American.
Yep.
Watching that shit, I'm just like, nice.
Grand Thumb's channel.
He doesn't do slow-mo enough.
But he
does slow-mo.
He does it.
Dude, some of the best shit was the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tank projectiles, the overly sized munitions.
Yeah.
On a fucking dummy cavity.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yes. The video you showed me where they were shooting them out of what was it?
There was they were using it was 49 millimeter. No, not 49 millimeter. Was it?
Maybe.
61 millimeter.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah,
they were big ass munitions.
Yeah, it was.
But they would hit that body, that gelatin ballistic gel fucking rib cage, fucking had all the innards in it and everything.
Yeah.
It would hit that and liquefy, dude. I was like,
yeah.
God damn.
Serious.
It was so good. So good. In slow-mo, it's the best. It's the best. But listen, we're going deep into this. This is stuff that you and I can speak about like for 3 hours.
See,
I'm good.
Yeah, dude. See, this is
that's trash.
But it's explaining.
Yes.
This is explaining the shutter degrees.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So the rule, the one I talk about, 1 over the shutter or 1 over the frame rate.
Yeah.
It's 180 degrees, right? So it's this. This right here is the key, right?
Yeah.
And this is basically an article from Red explaining why you need to do these things to get a certain look. Outside of that, your shit's going to look off.
Yeah.
And people see it.
Yeah.
And they may not know why.
Yeah.
But they see it. Those reds, though, you're right. So to go back to what you're saying, digital, if I was a cinematographer,
$40,000 for a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate the compact size.
Oh, dude, these
like
reds,
you're talking about a fucking 6x6 square.
Reds are revolutionary. They really are.
8x8 square or something like that.
They're great cameras, dude. And they're trying.
And modular, apparently. Like
they are. And they're trying.
Dude, that's got to be what, 2.5 pounds on a gimbal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's not much.
Like you're wearing that fucking.
And you know what's crazy to me, though?
On your body.
I found out about Red when I was shooting music videos, and I didn't know the guy who invented this company is the guy who invented GoPro, which is like just a tiny sports camera.
Yeah.
This dude is
one of the greatest sports cameras ever.
It is.
Like
it revolutionized shit, right? Yeah. YouTube was built off GoPros.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you enter Red, and Red now is revolutionizing the cinematography scene. I mean, there are a lot of dude, Marvel.
I dig it. All you have to do is just put a different aperture on it.
Yeah. These are holy cinema.
I know a little bit.
But
I'm not fucking uber smart like you are with this shit, but I get a little bit.
It's just because I was doing it and I had to know. I would look at my shit and I'm like, why does it look fucked up?
Yeah.
So I had to learn that shit. But
it's fucking dope though.
8K, 16K, like 16K, you're paying 60 grand for this camera, just the box.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
You're going to have 120 grand.
Yeah, another 120 grand or 20, 30 grand in all the fucking extras. Yeah. Because you still need that fucking
Oh yeah, you gotta have a lens. You gotta have you gotta have gimbals. You gotta have screens. You gotta have
shit. Yeah, and gimbals are not cheap.
No,
bro. For the most simplest of fucking like
I've got it.
Mechanics.
DJI. What's it called?
Those are not cheap, dude.
No, they're not. I paid over $1 grand for my shit.
That being said, we're gonna end it here, man.
And shoot film.
Absolutely shoot film.
I love film.
So, Jimmy,
yes,
thanks for nerding out with me. You know,
I nerd out about.
I appreciate it.
Ask me right now what MacBook you should buy.
You've already told me what MacBook I should buy.
We'll have 2 more hours of footage.
But you know what I did?
2 hours of me being like,
you know what I did?
Yeah.
I actually decided to go one above what you suggested. I was like, I want what I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to dumb myself down.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to budget myself to a lower grade when I could just do this. Take me 2 months and I'm like, boom, I got it.
Because Apple are evil.
Yeah.
Geniuses.
Fucking evil geniuses. Fuck you, Apple. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. We'll see you next time. And also see you in the morning.
Yeah.